Hi friends, I'm here with a yoga offering. As always, please go at your own pace, rest whenever you need to. Feel free to skip things or change things if they're not working for you today. Let's begin sitting. If you have something you want to sit up on, you can grab it. Cushion, blanket, block. And come into a comfortable cross-legged position. And either begin with your eyes closed or take a soft gaze towards the floor in front of you. Start to slow down your breath. Feel what's touching the floor. Lengthen up away from that grounded base. And without losing any of that height, see if there's anything to let go of. Can you sit here with even more ease, even less effort? You can let your eyes open, keeping a soft focus. And feel free to open and close your eyes as it's useful for you. Let's start with a gentle twist. We'll bring the left hand across, right hand to the floor behind you. As you inhale, sit tall. As you exhale, rotate, look over your shoulder. Keep going in this direction, but turn your head the other way, like you're wringing out your spine. And then release and switch. Starting gently, inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And then breath by breath, a little more height, a little more twist. And then turn your head the other way, wringing out. Let's release back around to the front. Interlace fingers in front and put some pressure between your arms like you're going to pull them apart, spreading between the shoulder blades, spreading the upper back. And then release and interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top this time. Open up the chest and then possibly fold forward. This could be just dropping your head or coming part way or all the way to the floor. And reaching arms up and back away from you. And then release, come up, hands to knees, round back. Lean away from your hands on your knees, drop your chin. And roll your way back up. Let's recross the legs so the other leg is in front or on top. Sitting tall, drop your right ear over to right shoulder. Press down through the left shoulder. You might lift or lower your chin, exploring the different parts of your neck. And rotate your chin to your chest. Come over to the other side. Both shoulders drop, but now a little bit more through your right shoulder, looking for a stretch on the right side. Let's rotate chin to chest. Come back to the first side and then go back and forth a few times. Half circles or 3/4 circles. Watching your sensation move from one side to the other. Next time your chin is to your chest, stay there. Interlace fingers behind your head and let your elbows hang down, stretching the back of the neck. Release the arms, head floats back up. Bring hands to the floor behind us. Shoulders roll back, elbows roll back. Lift the heart. And release. Come up. Hands to knees. Round back. Roll your way back up. Let's bring the feet to the floor. Hip width apart, parallel. Shift your hands to the floor in front of your feet and take a little rock front to back. As you rock your weight forward, you can look for a stretch through the toes as you rock back, getting into calves, ankles, Achilles tendon. And then drop the heels, lift the hips, and come to hang in Ragdoll. Feet hip width apart, parallel. You can bend your knees a little or a lot. You can take any arm position, any movement. Feeling the weight of your head hanging, tractioning out the rest of the spine. Let's plant the hands near the front of the mat. Step back, coming into a high push-up position. Connecting your head to your heels. Feel the whole body in a straight, long line. Shift your weight forward to lower down, low push-up. And then come into your back bend. This could be low or high. Cobra or up dog. You may want to move around a little bit. Feel free to explore. Then come back to down dog, hips high. Take your time getting into this first down dog of class. You may want to pedal out your feet a little bit, bending one knee as you press the opposite heel towards the floor. Waking things up. And then drop your knees and sink back to child's pose. Hips to the heels, forehead to the floor. Letting go. See if you can come back to a sense of ease often. It can be useful to come to a passive pose or a very simple pose like child's pose. But you might just pepper in a sense of surrender and ease throughout your practice, anywhere, anytime. With arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. And then pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip, stretching left side a bit more. And then back to center. Let's lift up through table. Come back through down dog. Bend your knees. Look forward and lightly hop or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Let your head release fully. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. And then we'll take 5 deep breaths. in down dog or child's pose, sitting, hands and knees, forearms, any neutral shape. See if you can come back to that feeling of ease. Choosing a shape that supports that. One more deep breath in and out. Come back through down dog and step, or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. This time from down dog, when you're ready, take the right leg up and bend your knee in and start circling this bent right knee, making the biggest circle possible for your hip joint. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a few times, big circles, pulling the hips up and back as you do. Take your leg a little higher and then bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Let's grab the left wrist and take it across for a little side bend. Come over to the other side. Grab your right wrist, take it across. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift the chest. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits, hands to the floor or to a couple of blocks. We'll do this with hips square and with the upper body letting go, like Ragdoll. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Drop the back heel. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. One more breath. Release. Make your way to down dog. That might be through a vinyasa. But you could also just step back or move in some other way. Feel what you are choosing to do. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Bend your knee in and start circling. Going as slow as you need to. Finding the right pace for each thing you're doing, which may be faster or slower than what I'm doing. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Circle your ankle a couple times, pulling the hips up and away. Go in both directions. Take your leg a little higher and then left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across towards right upper arm. Send it up and back. Right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge. Inhale, arms up. Settle in, sink low. Grab your right wrist, take it across. Come over to the other side, grab your left wrist, take it across. Back to center, interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top this time. Release arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Square off the hips. Keep reaching that back leg longer, but letting the upper body release even more. Last breath. Step back. Warrior one. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog. And settle into a good rest, whether that's down dog or something else. Last breath here. Let's come back through down dog. And step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Let's take just the right arm up as we inhale. Exhale over to a side bend. Left arm can provide a little support. Reaching out like a big yawn. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Same thing other side. Reach a little further out to come up and release down. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, and take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight, and then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So that could be just a slight lift of the heels, or you might come all the way up. Lengthening the arms, but dropping the shoulders. Engaging abdominals, but relaxing face. And then start to fold forward here, staying in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be the upper legs, could be lower. Try not to overstretch, but go to your edge, wherever that is for you right now. Let's release. Drop the hands, drop the heels, drop your head. Let that go. And then bend your knees and come into chair, Utkatasana. Last breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step or hop your feet back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. And back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up, one breath. Step forward, high lunge. Arms up. From here, let's come into a twist. Left elbow across to the outside of the right knee. You can work the palms towards the center of the chest. If you would prefer to take a different variation of this, you're welcome. You could drop the back knee and do a low lunge. You could extend the arms or bind them. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, Ardha Chandrasana, roll open through the left hip. When you're ready, extend left arm high. I'm going towards a straight long line from one arm to the other, towards a long spine. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor. Let's tuck the left knee behind the bottom foot and come down, getting set up for a seated spinal twist. So the right foot is to the outside of the left knee. If this would work better to have your left leg straight, you're also welcome to do that. We'll bring the right hand to the floor. Left arm can either hug the knee or hook to the outside. As you inhale, sit a little taller. As you exhale, rotate more. See what's possible. Little more height, length, space, little deeper twist, grounding, more ease. Last breath here. Let's release, unwind. Take a little counter twist, other side. Keep the legs as they are, just walk the hands around. And then let's make our way to down dog. So you could take a little seated vinyasa, step or hop the feet back. Feel free to take your own movement instead. Pause anywhere, take the time you need. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. Step forward, high lunge, arms up. Come into a twist here. Right elbow across. Work the palms towards the center of the chest. If you took a different variation on the other side, go ahead and explore something similar. Last breath. Release, hands to the floor, step up. Half moon, feel free to modify or change the pose so it works for your body right now. Last breath here. Release, hands to the floor, tuck the right knee behind the bottom foot, and get set up for seated spinal twist. Feel free to straighten the bottom leg if that works better for you. Left hand to the floor behind you, right arm either hugs or hooks. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, rotate. Breath by breath. A little more height, length, little more twist. Last breath here. Let's release, unwind, take a little counter twist, other side. And let's take a boat pose. So we'll start with modified boat. You can hold behind your legs, knees bent. Lift the chest, nice long spine. Feel free to stay here or extend arms straight or straighten the legs. So finding your variation, breathing. See if you can relax your face, even in this strong pose. And then cross your ankles, hands to the floor. Try and lift the hips, even if there's no space, just getting a little lift up and then release down. Same thing again. You choose your challenge, breathing. And release, little lift. Shift your hands to the floor in front of you. Again, step or hop back, lower down. Maybe take an extra breath or two in your back bend. Little counter stretch to that. Back to down dog. And then come all the way through to sitting. And back onto your back. Bring your knees in. Take a little circle, rock with your knees, massaging the lower back. We'll take a few back bends, starting with bridge. Drop your feet to the floor. Press your feet down, lift your hips high. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Shrug your shoulders underneath you, spreading upper back and lower back away from one another. Take your arms out of your way, roll down, and rest. You can rest here until you feel like coming up again. If you don't feel like coming up again, just enjoy the rest and can eventually move on to our counter stretch. If you do feel like coming up again, take any back bend, bridge, what we just did, or anything else. Half wheel, full wheel, supported bridge, anything you know or want to try. And again, stay as long or short as you like. Could be just 1 or 2 breaths, could be a long hold. Each time the pose is complete, come down and rest. And just repeat that process until you don't feel like coming up again. Then you can take your counter stretch. I'm going to suggest happy baby, but if there's something else, go ahead and do what feels right. In happy baby, you can grab the soles of the feet, press your knees towards the floor. You're welcome to stay in stillness or rock around a little. You can keep the legs bent or straighten them. We are moving towards the end of class, so this is a good time to do exactly what you feel like doing. If you're enjoying where you are, there's no rush. If you want to keep following me, I'll keep suggesting things, but feel free to go off in your own direction. So if you want to join me for a hip stretch, drop your feet to the floor, cross your right ankle above the left knee, reach your hands through, grab the left leg, and hug it in as close as you can as you do this. Can you drop your shoulders? Can you drop your chin so the back of the neck is long? And release, drop the left foot to the floor, straighten the right leg up, flex and point your foot a few times, circle your ankle, and then keeping the right leg more or less where it is, straighten the left leg along the floor, and then we're going to open the right leg out to the right, just at a slight angle. You can support your leg in the way that works for you. One way is to have your elbow on the floor and your leg resting into your hand. You can also hold your foot or a strap or do what feels right. Let's bring this straight leg up and across for a spinal twist. Opposite hand might grab the outside of the foot, ankle, calf, a strap. The leg can be straight or bent. Take it all the way across and then open out through the right shoulder so you can get your right shoulder to the floor or towards the floor. Drop the right hip down. And if you want to add a quad stretch to this, your free hand, your right hand, can reach for your free foot, your left foot. Once you have hold, Try and drop the right shoulder back down. If that doesn't work for you, don't do it. Don't worry about it. And roll back onto your back. Bring your knees in, take a little circle or rock, and then release. Let's take the same thing, other side. Cross your left ankle above your right knee. Reach your hands through, grab the right leg, hug it in close. What is there to let go of here? To release, drop the right foot to the floor, straighten the left leg up, flex and point your foot a few times. Circle your ankle a couple times both directions. And then straighten the right leg along the floor and open the left leg out to the left. Supporting your leg wherever it works for you. Try not to tip over, so keep that right leg grounded. And then bring this straight leg up and across for spinal twist. And you can hold your foot or ankle or calf or use a strap. Roll open through the left shoulder. Drop down through the left hip. And then if you want to add a quad stretch, your left hand can reach down for the other foot. Roll back onto your back. Bring your knees in. Take a little circle or rock. And then take the legs up. Give them a good shake out, shaking the muscle on the bone. Might bring your arms up and shake them out as well. And then let's spread out and come into Shavasana, corpse pose. If there's anything you need to do to feel complete in your practice before coming into stillness, take your time. You might adjust your body, your clothing, your props, self-massage. Eventually settling into stillness. Letting the weight of your body release back into the floor. Letting go of the control of your breath. Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes, gently waking your body up again. Let this movement increase through your wrists and ankles, eventually stretching out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side, pausing there for a moment. And then use your hands to help you up to sitting. We'll bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Feel free to reach out if you have any requests or questions, or want to just let me know you're enjoying these practices.